All right. Would you rather be a ghost at Hogwarts or live in a portrait at Hogwarts?
I thought about this a lot. Let's give a little background to people here. Being a ghost at Hogwarts, obviously you're a ghost, and you have all of the ghostly abilities to walk through walls. Well, not walk, float through walls and float along here and there and everywhere. And we know for a fact, I can give you a little spoiler, we know for a fact that ghosts can't eat, right? We learned this from Nearly Headless Nick at the very beginning, when Harry his first day at Hogwarts. And they can't eat, but they can smell if and only if it is extremely pungent. So, like rotten.
Or like blue cheese and onions?
Well, yeah, maybe, but like it was
garlic.
I don't think so.
Does it have to be rotten and rancid?
Well, because that's the most potent smell. Anyway, what we don't know is, so being in a portrait at Hogwarts, you have the ability to travel between portraits. Now, you can't leave the wall, and I'm sure there are some portraits that you probably need some sort of special access to, or that they have some sort of magical barriers put on them that we learn about, like when people can travel between their own portraits and other stuff. I'm not sure. But can they eat? If there's food in the portrait, can they like have a feast?
I wondered that same thing. It's so funny because you have the same questions I have. Can ghosts leave the castle?
Because a girl wants to eat. Portraits can leave their portraits and go to other walls and go to other houses or other spaces where there are other magical portraits.
No, only where their magical portraits are. They can move between the portraits at Hogwarts, but they can't, like, somebody who was a doctor was able to go to their portrait at St. Mungo's.
Yeah.
So you can't just leave your portrait and show up somewhere else that has portraits.
Okay. So back to the food. Can we eat the food in the portraits?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't.
That's a good question,
right?
Because I was thinking about that, and all I could think about was the movie part where the pink lady was trying to sing and break the glass with her voice, but she wasn't actually eating.
No, but everything was tactile.
Oh,
like she
got drunk once, though.
Oh yeah. Okay, I want to be a portrait. I want to be in a portrait.
Because you could go to a portrait where there's food and eat. Because if she was able to get drunk, she was able to go to a portrait where there was wine and get drunk.
It was her and her homie Violet, right?
I think so.
It was Violet.
I think so.
They were having like a hen party, right? They were just hanging out, having a good old time, shooting the stuff, and just chitty chatting, right?
And the fat lady did get drunk.
Yeah, you know what? They seem to have a far better life than a ghost. Yeah, you can, float around as a ghost, but I think I would much rather, for all of eternity, if we're talking about all of eternity, I would much rather be in a portrait and just, traverse the portrait world. And you, madame?
So I thought about it, and like I said, we had a lot of the same questions. What I ended up deciding on was also the portrait, but the reason why is because of why and how you live as a ghost. So, like, to become a ghost, you have to not go on. And so, essentially, ghosts are living in limbo. They're not alive, they're not dead, and they're for eternity floating around, not alive and not dead. Where at least the portraits are commemorating somebody who was alive, you've gone on, and now your portrait lives on through the memories that were created by those portraits. And so that was my reasoning. But cool, I get to eat and drink too.
Exactly. And I think not only that, but you get to live a pretty nice life. Like those portraits were painted, like you said, to commemorate people, but not only to commemorate people, but certain points in time in those people's lives. So a very nice time or a peak moment or experience that they were having, that allows them to be in that portrait, right? So that's pretty cool.
And for other portraits to come and visit that time.
Yeah, and then you get to learn about each other and each other's portraits because you can chat and still enjoy all of that mingling.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I think the portrait's the way to go.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Tell the people where to find you.
Hi. Poodle Noodle 82, Instagram, etc. Co-host of all this business. And we've got a website. You should know. Oh.
That is exclusive merch, guys. That does not exist for anyone but us. I made those for my trip to Japan. That's a hoodie with our logo on the front and a cute little QR code on the back that takes you to our website.
But if you
Erica caught a picture of somebody scanning her.
I know, somebody scanned me. That was so funny. If you're there, hi friends. If you want our actual merch that is available, our merch is that logo right there on my wall in Japan. You can have it on your very own hoodie or shirt or shenanigans. So,
and to find those, go to the Goated Collection on starkarrogance.com.
Yeah.
Erica created that logo. Yeah. Created it and painted it. And we took a picture of it and did some magical stuff in the computer. And it became a hoodie. Goated hoodie. It says GOAT. That symbol that Erica created, painted, and is Erica's exclusive creation is the O in GOAT on the hoodie. They come in various colors. Go to starkarrogance.com and check it out. And with that said, I am Christina McCrary on Facebook, aka The Black Mirror, aka Captain Consistent, aka The Mom Friend, aka Petty Level 12 3/4, aka Xtina McCrazy on TikTok and Instagram, host of McCrazy's Place podcast on YouTube, and it has an Instagram and a Facebook. Co-host of Thursday Night Live, which broadcasts live every Thursday night around 5:15 p.m. Pacific, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 a.m. in the morning on Friday in Japan. On the McCrazy's Place YouTube and Facebook page on the PGC Media, Fat Girl Chronicles, YouTube and Facebook, and on the Sarcarrogance YouTube, Facebook, and most recently Instagram. And co-host of this magical, wonderful podcast, The Lightning Bolt Chronicles. You can watch us on YouTube. We are on our website, www.thelightningboltchronicles. We are also on Spotify, Amazon, iHeartMusic, Audible. Yeah, that's a Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartMusic, and Audible. Yeah, sorry.
We're all over the
We are. And we have a Facebook page and we have a TikTok, but where you really want to be is in the Instagram stories, because we've been dropping some really cool reels based on the last 2 special episodes. And we will continue to do interactivity, starting with, or go back to doing the interactive trivia and the magic and mischief and those things after this podcast drops, because we are back to our regularly scheduled program. So, if this was your first time, welcome. We love shenanigans. All of those podcasts brought to you by Sarcarrogance Media Group, SMG or SMD, www.sarcarrogance.com to get our goated merchandise and other merchandise too. Yeah. Is that everything? I think I got everything.
Subscribe. Join us.
Subscribe, follow, like, share, all of the things. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.